Hey guys, hey, welcome to my channel. I'm Kimberly Rogers, and this channel is all about helping you, women over 40 and 50 like me, get into the best shape of your life. Should you eat carbs? If I eat carbs, carbs are going to make me fat. If you eat carbs at night, carbs are going to make you gain weight. Carbs get such a bad rap, and I want to first say, we demonize carbs, carbohydrates. You need carbohydrates to help you, as a woman over 40 and 50 like me, put back on your muscle. Should you low carb? Should you carb cycle? Do you need to intermittent fasting? There's so much information and miscommunication out there today about carbohydrates. What should you do to gain muscle and lose fat with carbohydrates? Well, hello fam, I'm here to help you understand that as a woman over 40 and 50 like me, you need carbohydrates to help you to lose weight, to gain muscle, and to lose body fat. When you talk about carbohydrates, you're talking about rice, pasta, breads, white potatoes, things that you've grown up eating. There's so much misinformation out there, and what's really become popular is the ketogenic diet. And I'm here to help you understand that ketogenic diets do help you lose weight. You lose weight. But here's what you also lose. You lose muscle, you lose water, you lose body fat, right? And you lose weight. And yes, the ketogenic diet does work. Can you live the rest of your life without pasta, bread, rice, potatoes, chips? That's the question you want to ask yourself. Is that diet sustainable for you for the rest of your life? If it is, that is great news for you. If not, don't start the ketogenic diet, because what happens, you actually put back on more weight after you complete that ketogenic diet. Yeah. And as a woman over 40, you lose 1% of your muscle mass every year. So that's why it's so important when you're on a ketogenic diet. When you're on a ketogenic diet, you're losing muscle mass, and that's what you don't want to do. You don't want to lose your muscle. And when you're in ketogenesis, yes, you will lose weight, and you will lose muscle and muscle mass as well. So here's what works, and why do you need carbs? Am I advocating for you to just overindulge in carbs? No. But you do need a right amount of carbs in order to help you put back on your muscle and get through your workouts. And that's what carbohydrates do. They give you the fuel that you need to put on muscle to get through your workouts. So you do need a moderate amount of carbohydrates. When I say a moderate amount of carbohydrates, I mean, and this is just a general figure, 100 grams to 200 grams per day of carbohydrates. At some point, you're going to have to track your carbohydrates to know if you're taking in an adequate amount of carbohydrates. But there's so much misinformation out there about carbohydrates and how carbohydrates make you fat, how carbohydrates keep your belly fat on you. You need carbohydrates to fuel your day, to give you the energy needed to get through your workouts, and to help your muscles rebuild and replenish themselves. There's also what's called intermittent fasting, and it's really, really popular out there right now. And with intermittent fasting, you fast for about 12 hours during the day and you don't eat. And so you are actually starving your muscles. If intermittent fasting works for you, that's great. If you can go the rest of your life with eating one meal per day, that's great. You found your magic bullet, your magic ticket, and that's all you'll need for the rest of your life. If you're like me, a woman over 40 and 50, and you need something different, then listen up. You want to eat throughout the day, moderate amounts of food. The biggest struggle and the biggest challenge with getting in shape over 40 and 50 like me is having your food when you need it. So the first rule of thumb for you is to start with a plan in mind. You have to plan your meals out because you know, and I know during the day, things get very, very busy. And so when you are hungry, you need to have the food that you need when you need it. If not, you're going to reach for those bags of chips. You're going to reach for that candy. You're going to go in that candy bowl. You're going to go down the hall to that snack machine. You're going to go and get the things, fast and convenient food that is going to destroy your hormones. As a woman over 40 and 50 like me, our hormones are already being stressed and taxed. So what processed foods do, they throw your hormones out of balance even more, making it very difficult for you to release body fat and build muscle. And that's what you want to do. You can get into the best shape of your life as a woman over 40 and 50 like me. You can build muscle. You can lose body fat. We have to do it differently. You have to do it differently. And carbohydrates, there are carbs that are high glycemic. Some people are pre-diabetic and some people have diabetes. I'm not a medical doctor. I was pre-diabetic at one time. And I'm no longer pre-diabetic. Pre-diabetes is when you are becoming insulin resistant, right? That's when the insulin, the sugars don't go into the muscle. They just kind of float out there around. So you do have to monitor, even with fruit. For example, a banana, the types of fruits that you eat, that gives you quick energy. And what happens is when women over 40 and 50 like me eat a lot of processed foods, you eat a lot of fast foods, a lot of white breads, a lot of white pasta, a lot of white rice, a lot of white potatoes, a lot of sugar, added sugar that just floats around in your system, and it gives you quick energy, and your body reaches in and uses up that energy really, really quickly. And so what happens is your body continues to ask you for more and more and more and more. And that's where your cravings are coming from. So to reverse that, you want to make sure that you are feeding your body complex carbohydrates, things like oatmeal that release into your system slowly. It gives you slow energy. And as your body gives you as the oatmeal gives you slow energy, your body is going to rep up your metabolism, right? Yes, our metabolism does decrease as we age. It does. You can increase your metabolism by turning around and feeding your body complex carbohydrates. When you feed your body complex carbohydrates, it is turning on your metabolism and boosting the energy in your body, which is turning your body into a fat burning machine. You also want to focus on your strength training as you eat these carbohydrates. It's going to help you burn more fat. It is. And that's what you want to aim for. People lose weight all the time, but as a woman over 40 and 50 like me, you want to focus on building muscle. And the more muscle mass you have on your body, the more fat your body will burn. Hey, listen, fam, stay faithful, stay fit, hey, and stay motivated.